Comprehensive planning for student success. What are the benefits of student-led IEPs? Module 3, Lesson 2. You can throw an envelope as far as you can, but it'll still be stationary. Here's a video of example student-led IEPs and discussion of the benefits and importance of them.
Desires, they do have goals, and they do know how to reach those goals.
Why do you think it's important for you to talk during your IEP?
Because I have more say-so, and I can tell people what I'm doing and how it affects me and stuff.
She knows what she wants, and she is she's going after what she wants. She has decided that she wants to earn her CNA. She's decided that after that she would like to try college, maybe the community college. She knows she wants to work in the hospital in the birthing unit, that she wants to get her license, that she wants to live on her own. And I think she's finally realized that she has control over that no one else is going to tell her what to do, that if these are her beliefs and these are her dreams, that she can live her dreams.
We're here for Johnny's IEP meeting, and he has written his own present level of performance. We went through each section, and he wrote it completely on his own, and so it's in first person, so he's going to read it. I will read the category headings, and he will basically run this meeting by reading his present level. So first, it's Johnny's history. So he's going to go ahead.
I'm currently a junior at Turner Ashby High School. I have a disability in reading comprehension. I notice it when I read anything. It feels like I am not getting the whole explanation. My freshman year, I got in trouble a lot. I didn't do any homework, and I was just dumb. I failed the grade, and they helped me.
I think he felt that inside, that he was turning his life around, but when he got to really express that in his IEP and kind of show where he's come from and how he's doing now, I think it helped him to really be proud of himself for what he's done.
Have you been to IEP meetings where you didn't say anything?
Yes, I am.
What was it like?
I would just sit there and let my mother talk to them. I mean, you understand some of it, but then it's not like you don't get any benefits out of it from not saying anything.
Next, we're just going to talk a little bit about accommodations that you feel like you need in the classroom to help you succeed with schoolwork and tests, and what you feel like you really need to help with your disability.
Well, based on my accommodations, I just need all my tests, like.
I think it is a much more honest IEP. I think it's just represents the kids so much more. I mean, you can get an IEP full of testing scores and reports from different tests or different teachers, and those are helpful, but they don't really explain what a kid's like. And that's really what you have to deal with as a teacher. What's this person like? What's their personality? What do they think about themselves? Because that's what you work with. You don't really work with test scores so much.
And I remember back in 1989, when all of us are sitting around the table, 10 school psychologists, all those people, and there wasn't even a student in the room. And here we are setting goals for the student without them there and talking about them without them there. And here we are now, setting their own goals. They're writing their own IEPs. They're just being advocates for themselves. So it's just amazing changes I've seen.
You did an excellent job on your poster.
Yeah.
Very nice. This shows us all the things that Ted likes.
He's 15. This is his first year in high school. Ted is autistic. He has had a great first year of high school. He has wanted to come here so badly because his sister came here and he saw this as something that he wanted to do too, so he couldn't wait to get here.
When you grow up, where would you like to work?
That's racing.
Oh, you would like to be a race car driver?
Yes.
Wow, that would be good. Is there anything else you're interested in?
Yeah.
What other job would you like to have? Maybe a job you could do around here.
He knows what he wants to do in school, and he pretty much just, is very excited that there is a meeting about him and everybody's talking about him. But this year, he talked a little bit about what he wanted to do. He knew that he wanted to continue with course next year, and he knew he wanted to still have certain teachers next year. He knew he wanted to have PE and things like that. So he is participating more in that as far as what he wants to do, instead of everyone just getting together and deciding what he needs to do. He's helping.
When you're grown up and have a job and racing on the weekend,
Race, yes.
where would you like to live?
Daytona.
Oh, you'd like to live at Daytona?
This is a step in Ted becoming independent and being able to live independently. If he can be able to start to make decisions for himself and decisions for his life and what he wants to do, this is a step in many, many steps that he will need to take to be able to have an independent life. And I know that he wants to have an independent life.
At IEP meetings where I did not participate, it was like I was thinking, why am I even here? Because I don't get to say so anything that goes on, so why am I here?
My name is Heather Faulkner, and I want to present a poster. My name is Heather Faulkner, but I go by my middle name. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a 12th grader at Turner Ashby High School. I will be graduating this year. I have passed all my SOLs that are required for a standard diploma as of the end of 11th grade.
She started doing her own IEPs started that process in 9th grade. I got her as a 10th grader, and I think really being involved in that and understanding her disability and understanding that it is social and behavioral, and I think she's been able to translate that and take some control over that in her life. That's been a big it's been a big positive thing for her as well, and she hasn't had a lot of positive experiences in school.
Hi, Nicole, would you give us some words about your plans for the future and your current academic performance?
I have completed requirements for a standard diploma from Turner Ashby High School. I will have as of June 2007. I currently have my license but do not have a vehicle at this time. I'm not very good at cooking on the stove, so I usually only use...
She used to walk by me and not say a word or talk to me or act like I was even there. And now she'll come up to me. She'll even walk in my office and talk to me and just say, hey, what's going on? And tell me about her life and what's going on with her boyfriend or with her car.
It really changes, it changes the focus. It's not paperwork all of a sudden. It's real. It's what's happening to help these kids become more successful at school, and it makes sense. I used to really dread IEPs, especially when there was an IEP day and we were just knocking them out, oh, I've got another one in 15 minutes, we're gonna have to cut this short. And now I look forward to working with students one-on-one, and they get a lot out of that as well. I think they enjoy that attention, and they enjoy feeling good about themselves after they have the meeting.
Student-led IEPs are important. During the process, students learn how to speak for themselves, learn about goals and objectives that form the basis of their education and why these goals and objectives are important for them. And ultimately, students become more involved in their own education. There's so many benefits that are a result of participation in an IEP meeting. Students learn more about their disability or their challenges, and they learn how to explain it to others in terms of their strengths as well as their challenges. This provides them an opportunity to express their likes, dislikes, and interests. It also helps them learn about accommodations and the types of accommodations that might help them succeed. Colleges and employers need to know how to accommodate through ADA. They cannot do this if the student does not self-identify. Participating in an IEP helps students see the relevance of schoolwork to their lives. I think this is particularly true with a student-led transition service plan at an IEP meeting, because it provides a structure for goal setting and attainment that is very relevant to the student's life. So they're more focused and motivated. The IEP process ultimately is going to be more meaningful to everyone if the student is invested. Students take more responsibility for their own learning, requiring them to evaluate and reflect upon their work and on a regular basis, and identify what they need to do and do not understand about a given subject. And then, of course, student-led IEPs allow the students to develop those communication skills and become more engaged in their own education and transition service planning. It's not just paperwork anymore. Students see that people care about their opinions and their successes. Not only do they see that there are adults in their lives that care about them, but parents also see that you care about them, you care about their child, and want their child to be successful. That's right, there are benefits for families. Families who have participated in student-led IEP have described it as life-changing. That comes from a direct quote from the Georgia DOE Aspire initiative. Most families were amazed at the level of their child's involvement in the meeting and reported high levels of satisfaction with the student-led IEP process.
In my opinion, these meetings were different than the ones he wasn't participating in because he was very excited about participating in his meetings. He took ownership of his work. He was eager to show me what he learned. He was eager to show me the things that, that he really wanted to learn. So as a parent, I was able to see, how far he had progressed and then where he wanted to go.
The way Haley has grown and her confidence, and giving your child the opportunity to be able to discuss what their needs are with their teachers and other adults, you can't lose with that.
I would tell other parents that the Aspire program is definitely a positive thing, that they should let their child participate and just let them be able to express their own independence, let their child take control, and just keep those lines of communication open between the parent and the student and the administrators and the teachers.
I would encourage them to let their children to have more of a voice and be able to express themselves more into letting them do their own IEP reports.
I think it's important for him to participate because the older he gets, he's going to need to be an advocate for himself, and just to stand up and tell other people what he needs and what he struggles with is very empowering. I think he needs to be able to do that.
It gives her a chance to be a part of it, to show me personally what she's doing, what she wants to do. When we get home, of course, it's a different environment than it is in school, so it's nice to see her in her setting and showing me what she's going over and what she's learning.
I think it's important for Harry, actually I think it'd be important for anybody to be able to speak up and express what's on their mind. No, I didn't really have any hesitation with Harry presenting at the meeting. I was not expecting Harry to present at the meeting at the time. It's kind of a shock to me, but I thought it was rather enlightening just to see what his ideas were, where he wanted to go and be successful.
I think it is extremely important for students to be part of their academic plan. If they're not a part of their academic plan, oftentimes they don't have ownership. They don't know exactly what their goals are, what they're aiming to do for the year. And for him to be able to state things that he likes, state things that he doesn't like, I just think it's wonderful for all the teachers to be aware of that information. Knowing my child, I think this has been like leaps and strides for him.
I know it was good for him because that's the single best thing that comes out of this program. It's not what I take out of it, it's what he takes out of it. But for him to know what his issues are, that's very important.
Like Miss Cutie said, he was really silly. You know, at one point you would think Jamal really, he's not going to be able to learn a lot of things. When he started writing, that really, when he really started writing, it really just you know, showed me that this boy is capable of learning more than what I actually thought. If he had been a part of, you know, Aspire at an early age, I think he'll be more advanced. I've seen a tremendous improvement of my child. I can say the first week when Miss Cutie started working with him, I saw there were changes, but definitely by that second week, there were tremendous changes.
I see her reaching her goals through the Aspire program, so I would definitely encourage any parent to let their child participate in the Aspire program.
My child in the Aspire program helps them become more independent. Bottom line, that's what we want.
Parents have improved communication with the teacher, increased understanding of the IEP process. They see a more self-determined child. At the end of the day, we have positive interactions with school personnel. School personnel, yes, there are benefits to your school. Increased graduation rates, decreases in referrals, decreases in dropout rate, increases in student achievement. All of these things are what you're hoping for, and you actually can have your contribution to this. The vocabulary and degree of participation for students will vary. The emphasis, however, remains on the student, what is important to them, and they use that information to plan and implement the IEP. So, like I said, student-led IEPs are important.